After that banger, we have to go to our second fight, which is good, but not as great. We have Shane Burgos coming in against Billy Quarentillo. Uh, Shane Burgos coming off a 2-fight skid. Obviously had that crazy knockout where he got knocked out by Edson Barboza, man. That was crazy how it was a late reaction TKO. And before that, Josh Emmett. But other than that, I mean, his experience speaks for itself. He's come in the featherweight division of 145, 5'11 with a 75.5-inch reach. And on the other side, we have Billy Q coming off a win versus Gabriel Benitez. He's coming in at 5'10 with a 70-inch reach. So a lot of people are fans of Billy Q, and I get that. But I just think he has no business in the octagon with Shane Burgos at this point in his career, especially when you match up their two prospective experiences in the UFC. I mean, Edson Barboza, Josh Emmett, Cub Swanson, win, lawsuit versus Calvin Cater, a win versus Charles Rosa. I mean, the guys fought the best of the best in the featherweight division. All those guys are top 8, I believe. I mean, they're all killers in the featherweight division. And you go and look at Billy Q and his record in the UFC. He has a loss to Gavin Tucker, and Gavin Tucker's no world beater. He's good, but he's not great. The only other name of note is Spike Carlisle. But I don't know, man. I think Shane Burgos he's going to pull out the power. He's going to show him why he was such a highly touted prospect, and he's going to put it on Billy Q.
Oh, yeah, man. I got one stat on this fight that sways my opinion. Shane Burgos has like a 94% takedown defense. The dude is very hard to get on the ground. And in my mind, that's the only way Billy Q is really going to work on him, is ground and pound, man. That's the only route I see to victory for him. That being said, you pointed it out, man. Shane Burgos, he got knocked out, but he went almost 3 rounds with Edson Barboza in a stand-up war. He did go 3 rounds.
Killer.
He did go 3 full rounds in a war with Josh Emmett. He went 3 full rounds with Cub Swanson. He went into the 3rd round with Cater. I mean, I don't know how much more that you can credit this guy's stand-up work. He's got knockout power. Ironically enough, he doesn't look like it because Billy Q's a baby face, but he's the younger fighter here too by 2 years. They have pretty much identical experience, and I think this is one that's going to trap some of the guys that consider themselves to be sharks, because Billy Q looked really good in his last fight against Benitez, and he did not, for once, look like an awkward, fish out of water style striker. He actually looked like he was competent and throwing some combos. But Shane Burgos is a different beast, man. I think Billy Q makes one mistake and we might see trouble. I think I'm probably going to take Hurricane Burgos with a 3rd round knockout in this fight.
Yeah, I think that Burgos's power is definitely going to be an issue for Billy Q. And, when you look at the tape and you watch these guys enter the octagon whenever they fought, it just seems like Burgos is just going to be the bigger guy. Even though they come in at the 145, Burgos is just stockier, even though they're same height. His arm reach is also going to play a big factor into this. I think he has almost a 4.5 to 5-inch reach advantage here in this fight. So all those things queued up for Billy Q, just not going to be good. Like you said, he's a decent striker. He's no world beater, and he's not going to stand in there with Cater or Barboza. I mean, this guy is going to get smoked, blown out of the water, in my opinion.
Look, he's got one path to victory in my head, which is the ground, and I think he's going to have a very difficult time getting the fight there. So I think Billy Q survives for a little while. I think he's a tough kid, but ultimately I think he ends up frustrated.
Very frustrated. Let's get into odds. So Billy Q, like we said, he's coming in at the plus 170 dog. Shane Burgos is a minus 189 favorite. So not bad again here. I mean, obviously you'd like to see that closer down if you're trying to make a lot of money on the money line, but We'll take it. It's under 200. Zach, what are you seeing on the props? Shark?
Look, I'm trying to keep my mind open. I'm trying to make sure that everybody wins this weekend. We've been so hot recently with the props. I imagine that the way we pick fights, that's never going to cool down. We're too good. We're too good. But the props, I imagine that dumpster fire is going to put itself out a little bit. Anyway, that being said, the fight doesn't go to decision at plus 106, I think is a solid bet. It's open-ended. You get positive money. But if you really want to start looking at it, Burgos wins by TKO at plus 340. Absolutely. I feel like we're just going to sprinkle that one in a bunch this week. I'm feeling a TKO heavy card here. But if you want to hedge your bet, if you want to, it's tough because Quarentillo by TKO is plus 600, but I don't see him as that guy that's going to grind on Burgos. I see him as the guy who in a scramble ends up taking the back and slipping into pretty slick choke. So maybe if you want to hedge your bet, Quarentillo wins by submission at plus 1,200. You put just a little bit of money there with the good odds. It'll balance out all the other money you bet on Shane Burgos, and it's a win-win situation.
I like it. Shane Burgos by TKO plus 340. Coming back with some money, bro. Back up the Brinks truck. You hear what I was saying?
Yerd.